1876, J.I. Case steam engine. There was no dashboard yet, just valves, levers, and steam gauges hissing under pressure. The farmer had to feel the power, listening to every puff and rattle like a locomotive engineer on rails of dirt. 1882, Robey steam tractor. Early control meant a maze of pipes, brass dials, and hissing pressure gauges. The operator wasn't just driving. He was taming steam itself, reading its language through sound, heat, and vibration, like a living creature of fire and metal. 1892, Froelich gasoline tractor. The first gasoline tractor brought the first true driver's controls, throttle, ignition, and fuel levers. Crude and clunky, yet revolutionary, it marked the moment when farmers stopped managing power and started commanding it. 1895, Hart-Parr, Nage 1. A cockpit made of iron, noise, and motion. No gauges, no comfort, just instinct. Farmers had to listen to the engine like musicians to a rhythm, learning its every cough and growl to keep it alive and running strong. 1903, International Harvester Type A, primitive yet groundbreaking. 3 simple controls, throttle, clutch, and brake, transformed brute power into something that could finally be regulated. The machine began to obey, not resist. 1907, Ivel agricultural motor, US version. Compact and clever, the Ivel brought order to chaos. With levers close to the seat and controls within reach, it gave the farmer a new feeling. For the first time, he wasn't fighting the tractor. He was commanding it. 1910, Roomley Oil Pull Type B, the first dashboard that truly came alive. Oil pressure, temperature, and throttle all visible at once. The farmer wasn't just driving anymore, he was monitoring the pulse of a mechanical beast built from fire and oil. 1914, International Harvester Mogul 8x16, all steel, all function. A clean, industrial panel of brass knobs and levers. It spoke a new language of precision and control, where every turn of the hand meant mastery over the machine's power. 1917, Fordson Model F, a minimalist's dream. Just a few levers for fuel, choke, and ignition. Nothing else. Henry Ford stripped farming down to its mechanical essence, creating a machine anyone could start, steer, and trust. 1918, Waterloo Boy Model N, 2 levers, 1 gauge, and a world of difference. The Waterloo Boy made tractor control simple and intuitive, a rugged little interface that helped John Deere define reliability for the next century. 1923, John Deere, Model D, order and logic finally reached the driver's seat. Its layout of throttle, clutch, and ignition was structured and clean, marking the beginning of modern tractor design, both functional and recognizable. 1924, Farmall Regular. For the first time, a tractor looked organized. A tachometer, ignition switch, and fuel gauge gave farmers feedback they could read, not guess. The tractor became less of a brute, more of a partner. 1929, Case Model L. The dashboard was now solid, heavy, and informative. Large dials showing oil pressure, temperature, and voltage. It gave the operator eyes into the heart of the engine. Mechanical power finally spoke in numbers. 1933, Minneapolis Moline Twin City JT. The Art Deco decade met diesel. Smooth curves, symmetrical panels, and enamel dials turned the control deck into a work of industrial art. Proof that even power could have elegance. 1937, Alice Chalmers WC Comfort entered the cockpit. Controls were easier to reach, gauges clearer to read, and for the first time, tractors were designed around the human operator, not the other way around. 1939, Ford 9N. The age of convenience arrived. Key ignition, starter button, and electric lights brought car-like control to the countryside. It was the first tractor that didn't just work. It welcomed you to drive it. 1941, John Deere Model B, wartime practicality in its purest form. Simple, bold gauges for oil, fuel, and charge. Nothing fancy, nothing fragile. It was built to work through the hardest times without complaint. 1947, Farmall Cub, a small tractor with a smart heart. A single central panel made every control easy to reach and read. It was simplicity done right, compact, functional, and friendly to every farmer. 1952, Massey-Harris 44 Special. Farming met refinement. Rounded dials, gentle backlighting, and electric switches gave a sense of calm control. For the first time, the dashboard felt like it belonged in a vehicle, not a workshop. 1953, Ford NAA Golden Jubilee, a polished metal console crowned with a golden emblem. Sleek dials and improved lighting made this not just a tractor, but a celebration of progress and design itself. 1955, Farmall 400, a true cockpit of performance. Oil, temperature, fuel, and voltage, all neatly grouped and illuminated. For the first time, a farmer looked down and saw technology staring confidently back. 1960, John Deere 4010 Diesel. The new generation brought dashboards with warning lights and clean enclosed layouts. No longer guessing, farmers now got alerts. The tractor began to communicate with its operator. 1963, Alice Chalmers D21. Over 100 horsepower demanded control to match. Giant illuminated gauges, a tachometer, and chrome accents. The operator's station now looked and felt like an airplane cockpit of raw power. 1966, Ford 5000. Simple, strong, and unmistakably modern. Large, bold meters for RPM and oil pressure, clean symmetry, and rugged construction, clarity itself became a new kind of strength. 1972, John Deere 4430 Sound Guard. Inside its revolutionary quiet cab, the panel glowed softly in green light. Sleek switches and electric gauges made work peaceful. For the first time, technology whispered instead of shouting. 1976, International Harvester 1086, futuristic and refined. Digital counters, electric instruments, and ergonomic controls surrounded the driver. It felt more like stepping into a luxury car than onto a farm machine. 1983, Case IH94 series. The digital age dawned. LED indicators and illuminated panels replaced old gauges, giving farmers instant feedback. The tractor finally began to speak through lights and data. 1988, Ford TW35, the bridge between worlds. Analog dials blended with early digital screens. Farmers could now see the machine think. A mechanical heart with an electronic mind. 1994, John Deere 8000 series, a new era of precision. The dashboard became a command center. Screens, buttons, and readouts translating every motion into perfect digital control. Intelligence met horsepower. 1998, New Holland. Genesis 70 series, the first true computer cab. Multifunction screens, programmable displays, and integrated comfort made it feel like farming from a control tower. 2002, Case IH MX285 Magnum. Screens, sensors, and joystick controls redefined tractor work. The operator no longer just drove, he managed performance, precision, and data in one seamless flow. 2011, John Deere 8R series. Touchscreen control, GPS, and full telemetry transformed the dashboard into a mission control hub. Every movement, every acre, tracked, analyzed, optimized. 2016, Case IH Autonomous Concept Tractor. The dashboard disappeared, replaced by sensors, AI, and remote control. The field became the screen, and the operator turned into a digital pilot. 2025, John Deere 8R Electric Vision Concept. The final evolution. A virtual cockpit of holograms and AI logic. The tractor doesn't just follow commands anymore. It understands them, working in perfect harmony with human intention.